Are you secretly struggling with binge eating and you feel like the more you try to stop, the more powerless you feel? Well, I used to feel exactly like that until I realized that it's not just about not eating less, but about stopping a few habits that are secretly making things worse. So today I want to give you 5 of those habits that I had to stop, which allowed me to quit binge eating way faster. So the first habit, I believe you're going to relate to it. So earlier, when I used to prepare food for my family, let's say I was preparing bread, for example, there was always bread in front of me, and as a result, I could not resist eating it, and I would keep eating a few slices while he's preparing food. But this caused me to overeat, and so I told myself that now when I'm preparing food, I don't eat at all. In fact, I only eat when I'm sitting down. And as a result, that allowed me to eat less food and it helped me to lose weight and stop binge eating at all. Try it. Just give yourself one rule, which is don't eat while you're preparing food for your family. Only eat once it's your main meal that you're going to eat. This next thing caused me to binge eat without me even realizing the big of a damage that it was causing. So when I used to sell food for my family, for myself, I used to give my family fair portions, but then I would just give myself a larger portion. And this caused me to binge eat because I had a big portion and I felt obligated to finish what's on the plate. But then I decided that nope, now whenever I sell food, I give myself normal portions that I give to my family, sometimes even smaller portions. And this means that the urge to binge eat is gotten less since I literally have less food on my plate and I can finish it without feeling like I have ate too much. So try it for yourself. When you are preparing food for yourself and your family, instead of giving yourself large portions, just give yourself a small portion. You may be afraid that you're not going to feel full, but just try it. You're going to see the difference almost immediately after you finish eating it. It's a game changer. The next thing that I have to stop doing, you might get advice from people online telling you to do this. I once heard that drinking a glass of water before you eat is going to help you eat less food since you're going to feel fuller faster. And so I tried it. Now, I did feel fuller, but the problem is I did not stop eating because it's like I only ate half of the meal and then I started to feel full. So I just kept forcing myself to eat and to eat. And as a result, I started to develop stomach pains and I believe I developed ulcers from just eating too much. And so I just told myself that nope, whenever I want to eat, I'm not going to drink a glass of water before that. And as a result, it allows my body to actually eat and appreciate the food, and I'll actually feel full when I've actually eaten food instead of just water. And this has drastically helped me to stop binge eating. If you're told that drinking a glass of water before eating is going to make you eat less food, that might be true for some other people, but not for people like you who are struggling with binge eating, because you will just force yourself to finish what's on the plate. Now, the next thing that I had to stop doing, I believe you might even be doing it yourself today. So I used to eat my meals with tea or drink, and that liquid could fill me up way before food could. So I I I felt fuller faster because I was eating the meal with tea or drink. But instead of stopping eating, I just kept eating, and that increased my chances of binge eating almost every time. And so now I just stopped doing it. Whenever I eat food, I always try to not have any tea at all or any drink at all. If I want to have drink, I'll try to have it after I finish the meal. And as a result, it has helped my body to actually appreciate the food and to feel fuller after I'm actually full. Now, if you are eating hard food that needs tea, okay, do it. But for most of your meals, like eating bread or rice, do not eat them with tea. So, when I used to get a plate of food which had like two things and above, I used to save my favorite food for last. But the problem was, before I go to my favorite food, I might start to feel full. But because I want to eat my favorite food, I'll force myself to eat that food, even though knowing that I'm full. This always led me to overeating, right? Now, what I do is I don't save my favorite food for last. And as a result, if I get fuller before I finish the plate, at least I've already eaten my favorite food, right? So I'm not going to feel bad throwing away the rest of the food because I've already eaten what I wanted to eat. So try it. Next time you have a plate which has more than two foods or which has many foods, just try eating your favorite food first. You don't have to eat like all of it at once. Like let's say your meal is rice and chicken. What I may do nowadays, I may eat some rice, and then while it's in the middle of eating rice, I then eat the chicken, sometimes even the whole chicken, so that I don't save it for last. And even if I feel fuller before I finish the plate, now I can just throw away the rice instead of throwing away the chicken. Like I like chicken, okay? Fair enough. So just try one of these things today and tell me which one gives you the most results. The goal of this is not for you to do all of it, but just do one and tell me how it feels. And if you want me to help you one-on-one, I have a private group where I'll work with you until you hit your goals. So click the link below and I'll see you inside the group.